Imagine a world where unseen forces wielded by hidden masters could control life and death. This is the world of Gu, an ancient and mysterious form of witchcraft that has terrified people for centuries. Originating in the deep, misty mountains of southern China, particularly among the Miao ethnic minority, the practice of Gu involves the dark art of breeding poisonous insects. These insects, through a process of mutual devouring, are distilled into a single supremely venomous creature known as the Gu worm. This worm is then used to cast spells, inflict curses, and manipulate lives. Personally, I am fascinated by these enigmatic sorceries. Today, I will share what I know about the mysterious world of Gu. The process of creating a Gu worm is as sinister as its purpose, shrouded in mystery and guarded by those who practice it. According to legend, a practitioner begins by meticulously gathering various poisonous creatures from the surrounding environment. These creatures, which include centipedes, scorpions, venomous spiders, and snakes, are carefully selected for their potency and venomous properties. Once collected, the practitioner places these creatures into a specially prepared sealed container, often an urn made of clay or metal. The container is then sealed tight to ensure no escape. Over the course of several days, the practitioner chants incantations and performs rituals to invoke the dark spirits believed to guide the process. These rituals are intended to enhance the potency of the creatures and infuse the process with supernatural power. Inside the sealed container, the creatures are left to fight for survival in a gruesome battle of mutual devouring. The practitioner, meanwhile, maintains a vigil, periodically performing rituals and making offerings to appease and empower the spirits involved. The sounds of the creature's struggle can sometimes be heard from within the container, adding to the eerie atmosphere of the ritual. After several days, only one creature remains alive, having consumed all the others. This sole survivor is now considered the Gu worm, carrying within it the concentrated venom of all the vanquished creatures. The practitioner carefully extracts the Gu worm from the container, often using specific tools and protective charms to avoid being harmed by its potent venom. The Gu worm is then subjected to further rituals and incantations to bind it to the practitioner's will. These rituals often involve the use of personal items from the intended victim, such as hair or clothing, to create a connection between the Gu worm and the person it is meant to curse. The worm is then prepared for use, either by being dried and ground into a powder or kept alive for direct application. Despite numerous tales and historical references, the exact methods and rituals involved in creating a Gu worm remain elusive. Practitioners of Gu witchcraft have long kept their secrets closely guarded, passing down the knowledge orally through generations within secluded communities. This veil of secrecy ensures that the specifics of the process are not widely known or easily accessible, leaving much to speculation and myth. Once a Gu worm is created, it is used to cast spells, inflict curses, and manipulate individuals. The worm can be introduced into a victim's body through various means, often mixed with food or drink. Once inside the host, the Gu worm begins to exert its influence, causing a range of symptoms depending on the practitioner's intent. These symptoms can include severe physical pain, hallucinations, mental distress, and even death. The effects are believed to be both immediate and long-lasting, making Gu a feared and potent tool for those who wield it. In addition to its malevolent uses, some traditions suggest that Gu worms were also employed for healing purposes, though these practices are less documented. In the isolated villages of southern China, where modern medical aid was scarce, Gu might have been a desperate remedy for various ailments. However, the line between healing and harm in the context of Gu witchcraft is thin, and its use has more often been associated with malice and treachery. Among the various types of Gu, the golden silkworm Gu is the most dreaded. Its creation involves an elaborate and highly secretive ritual performed during the Dragon Boat Festival, a time believed to be rich in both positive and negative energies. Practitioners meticulously gather a variety of poisonous insects on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month, placing them in an urn to commence their deadly battle. After 49 days, the surviving insect is transferred to an incense burner, where it continues to be cultivated until it reaches its full toxic potential. The golden silkworm Gu's poison is said to be incurable, causing knife-like pain in the chest and abdomen, severe swelling, and bleeding from all 7 orifices, leading to death within 7 days. The poison is so potent that it can even be transferred through contact with gold and silver utensils. This type of goo is particularly feared for its ability to spread invisibly and rapidly, making it a weapon of unparalleled stealth and lethality. While traveling in the mesmerizing landscapes of Yunnan, China, I was fortunate to have a Miao tour guide, Miss Chen. One evening, as we sat by the campfire, she shared with me an extraordinary tale about goo magic, insisting it was a true story passed down in her village. 50 years ago, the Miao villages were isolated, with almost no communication with the outside world. A young man from a big city, let's call him Mr. A, was sent to this remote village for work. The villagers welcomed him warmly, and during his stay he met Lily, a beautiful and spirited Miao girl. They fell deeply in love at first sight. However, the villagers were staunchly against their union. According to their customs, marriage with outsiders was forbidden. If Mr. A wanted to marry Lily, he had to endure years of trials and tests. Lily, unwilling to see her beloved suffer, pleaded with the village chief for mercy. The chief relented, but on one condition. Mr. A had to be bound by the love goo, ensuring he could never betray Lily. Lily agreed, and the villagers prepared the potent love goo using her virgin blood. Unaware, Mr. A was subjected to the spell. The love goo was powerful. If they remained in love forever, nothing would happen, and they would live a peaceful life. But if Mr. A broke his vow and betrayed their love, he would die. The only way to break the curse was through the death of the goo master, Lily. Mr. A's work soon came to an end, and he had to return to the city, promising Lily he would soon return to marry her. However, back in the bustling city, Mr. A became engulfed in his work and life. He eventually met another girl through an arranged marriage by his parents and completely forgot his promises to Lily. The day after his wedding, Mr. A was struck by an unbearable pain in his abdomen and fell unconscious. He remained in a coma for a week, baffling the doctors while his new wife and parents waited anxiously by his bedside. On the 8th day, Mr. A miraculously woke up, feeling perfectly fine and unaware of what had happened. He quickly resumed his normal life. Years later, while looking through old photographs, he stumbled upon pictures of Lily. Flooded with guilt and nostalgia, he decided to return to the Miao village. Upon arrival, he found Lily's house abandoned, except for her elderly father. Desperate for answers, Mr. A learned the tragic truth. When Lily realized that Mr. A had betrayed their love and would not return, she knew the love goo would soon claim his life. Unable to bear the thought of Mr. A's death, she chose to sacrifice herself to break the curse. Lily took her own life to save him, her love for him unwavering even in death. I was left speechless by this incredible story. Could the love goo truly be so powerful? The depth of Lily's love and her ultimate sacrifice haunted my thoughts as I reflected on the mystical and poignant tale of the love goo. Throughout history, the mysterious art of goo has left its mark, with countless tales of its dark power and influence. Even today, in modern society, the legacy of goo and other curses persists, weaving through the cultural fabric of many communities. These dark curses, shrouded in secrecy and fear, remain an integral part of folklore and tradition. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of goo, stay tuned for future videos where I will explore other types of curses from different cultures. There's much more to uncover in the realm of ancient sorcery and dark enchantments. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive and your mind open to the mysteries of the past.